Hey everybody, it's Dina Rico with the Creativity Cave, and I am always so happy to be stamping with you. I have some really awesome projects to share with you, and I think you're going to like them because they're really fun. So, first of all, I have kind of a little birthday ensemble. This is a super cute card that I came up with, and a little treat box that I came up with. And check this out, it opens up so you can get to your treats and you don't have to destroy the box in the process, which I might say I kind of like. So I made this super cute treat box with our new Home Sweet Home bundle, which I am grabbing, except it's under, oh no, that's not it either. As always, I have the stuff here. I shoot the video and it moves. I can't explain it. It happens. Like literally, I can't explain what happened. It was right here. Oh, kidding. This is what happens. See, I moved it so it would be out of the way. Here it is. Okay, so this is the Home Sweet Home stamp set, and then there are coordinating framelits that cut out this adorable box, and there's all kinds of little pieces that go with it. And then I also used the Confetti Celebration stamp set, which is a great set for all things birthday related. I love the cute little happy birthday, the big happy birthday, the let's celebrate, the whole works. So I used these two to create these 3 cards. Now I have to tell you a funny story about this because I think it's funny anyway. So I made this card and, you know, it's kind of busy, right? And I wanted something cute to go on the inside, so I stamped this. And then I, of course, decided, well, oh my gosh, that is so cute. I can't possibly put that on the inside of the card. That should be a card all of its own. So hence a super simple card, a little bit busier card, and an adorable treat box. Now, this may or may not have had candy in it originally. I cannot tell you. So, just so you know, there was candy in it at one point. I just lost my train of thought. What are they called? Sweet and Sour Patch Kids. So anyway, but it is Halloween season, and that is the season for awesome Halloween candy and treats, which I always love. In fact, I was at the store last night getting some things for my daughter, and oh, like in milk, my family, apparently they want dinner like every night. I don't understand. Anyway, we did peruse the Halloween candy section because I thought, oh, I want to make Halloween treats. I'm really excited about that. So there you go. Okay, so I'm going to start making the card with the Confetti Celebration stamp set. And one of the things that I love about this card, and I think this would be great for a lot of different types of cards, is that you can create a background and then really set it off by doing like a neutral color background and then adding something bright in color over the top. So that's what I actually did for this. So I'm going to start with a piece of white cardstock. And I will have all the dimensions, supplies, colors, the whole shebang written on my blog. The link is in the description of this video, so check it out. There's also links to my online store, because if you needed to order any of this, it would make me so happy if you would order from me, because it really is awesome and it helps me continue to bring these awesome videos to you, and I would so appreciate it. That is my passive-aggressive way of begging. Now, I also wanted to bring this out. I think sometimes you guys think that like the magic just happens and all of my cards are just perfect, but I started with this concept and I really didn't like it. And that's actually sort of how I ended up wanting this to go on the inside, because I just didn't like how it worked on here. But when I had only the 3 balloons, I thought it was adorable. But I liked the idea of what I was doing here, but it didn't work right. And so that's how I kind of switched to this one. And you might notice also that I added some little colorful enamel dots. And then do you see the little spritzes of color in the markers? Because I colored in the happy birthday here. So then I did some spritzing as well. And I think that just goes to show that it's really... things kind of, my card making evolves, and yours should too. I mean, it can't be perfect every time on the first go, because that's just not fair. And that's like just not fair. Okay. And if that happens to you, well, just keep it to yourself so the rest of us don't feel bad. Okay, I'm kidding. I'm being a little over dramatic, but let me show you how I did this. So the first thing I would say is I basically took all the stamps from the set and then I just started. And I know that might sound a little weird, but what I mean by that is just place one stamp down, and then you're going to kind of build from there, but you kind of have to, it's sort of like ripping off the Band-Aid. You got to get one down so then you can keep going. And I only got one star on here, so I kind of wanted to get 2. Also, working in 3s is good. So maybe if I even added another one right there, that might be all right. And then this big hooray is giant. So I thought I'd get that on here. So I could get it down a couple times. And like, because I actually, on one of these, here, I'll show it to you. This is another reason why I couldn't use that, because my hooray was a ho over here and nobody likes that. But maybe you do. No, we're not going there. Okay. So I'm just stamping kind of in 3s, and I always go from the biggest to the smallest images, because if you go in a different direction, it's hard to fit all of them in. Now let's come back to that time to party, because I did that once. I want to get it on here at least 1 or 2 more times. And this way, do you see how everything is kind of forming a triangle? And this is how you get a natural progression of random stamping without having trouble with placement. It's natural to place them in triangular 3s. Okay, so there's one. I'll put another one down here and something right there. And then this is where waiting for the little ones is perfect, because then you can use this to fill in wherever there's open space, such as, oh, that is so bad. This was inked in a different color, and I just inked it into my gray pad. Oh my gosh. Sorry. By the way, did I ever mention it's not perfect on the first go around? Ah! So on this card, we might be putting the happy birthday up here to cover that up. Because you know what? I like how this looks so far, and I don't want to start over. And it's my video. I can do what I want. I like to say that, by the way. Okay, so it's your day. Ugh. Do you ever do that? Does that make you just crazy mad? Okay, breathe, Dina. It's going to be all right. Now, I have a little star image that I'm also going to use to kind of fill in where there's spots where there's nothing, but it's not enough room to like put a whole sentiment in. You know, like these little spots here. I like this. And then it sort of ties in my little star thingies that I'm going to do. Okay, so there's that. It's okay. It's all good. And then last but not least, I also need to stamp the happy birthday and color it in with my markers. Okay, so I'm going to punch this out with my decorative label punch. I love this punch because so many different things fit and it's just cute. And the other thing that I love about this is you can see how it fit on my card, but then I'm also adding a little sliver of Tangerine Tango cardstock behind. So I have this little piece, and I'm going to use my triple banner punch to punch this. And you can see I just snip the end off, and then I will figure out roughly what size I need. I'm going to just trim my cardstock down and then punch the other end. And of course, if this is too long, I can always trim it down a little more. I think that's okay. Pretty good. Now, the other thing I did was, because I like, you know me, I have to have some dimension in here. Okay, so I did this. I just wiggled the cardstock so it wasn't completely flat, just to add some interest. And then to put this together, I'm going to, first of all, remember that I messed up on my card originally, so that I can cover that up. I'll put the happy birthday up here. I think it'll look cute. And based on the comments you guys leave me, you like to see what kinds of things I do to fix my mess ups. This clearly would be one of them. So I'll grab some dimensionals because, of course, it's not a card if it's not popped up somehow. My gosh, I was trying to think of when the last time I made a card with no dimensionals. It's been a while. Okay, so I'll just center that on there. So cute. Now, you know I'm a spritzer, so I did a little bit of spritzing of each of my 3 colors. If you're not having success with spritzing based on me watching people do it in my classes, it's probably because you're not pushing hard enough and you're worried you're going to hurt your marker. You're not. It takes a lot to mess up these markers, so give it a little effort. Now, look at those fun little spritzes of color. And I like it too because it gives it a little bit whimsical flair, because you know I'm all about the whimsy. And I will just put 3 of them on here because that's kind of my theme. 1, 2, and I like them in the triangular shape, although it would have been a little better had I been able to stick one up there, or I don't know. I'm going to stick one here. But just because of the placement of my thing, it didn't really lend for, you know, what I'm trying to say. Now, in my thing, I'm really having a hard time with the English language today. It's because I'm worried about how long this video is. I've been arguing with YouTube. So I have my 3 right there. I think it looks good. This is actually from the Regals. The old olive just did not look right. And I used cucumber crush on my card. And I think that we don't have them in cucumber crush is what I'm trying to say. So I just did Regals, but if you didn't, you could probably get away with the old olive. It just depends on how picky you are. Okay, so there's that. And then I will add it to my Tempting Turquoise card. And I just love the look. So I've brought out each of the 3 colors of cardstock onto my card. Now, one more quick thing I'm going to show you, and that's how I did the second card. Okay, now to make this card, it's really pretty simple. I'm using the balloon image from the Confetti Birthday. I'm going to ink up just the balloon top. And then if I got any of the string, I'm going to kind of wipe it off. If you're really picky, you can use like a Q-tip or something to help if you don't want to get your finger dirty, but you shouldn't be stamping if you don't want to get your finger at least a little dirty. I mean, I'm just saying. No judgment, just saying. We never judge at the Creativity Cave. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this down. I inked up the string in whatever color that is. Something about gray. Smoky slate. I hope you enjoy this. Then I am going to do the second one. And again, I wiped off that little bit of ink on the string. I'm doing smoky slate on my string, and then I'll stamp that down. And one final time, I'll clean this off and ink it up with my Tempting Turquoise pad, which is hiding. Except I used the wrong color there, but oh well. That was Pumpkin Pie, and I think I decided Pumpkin Pie was not a happy enough color, but we will overlook it for today's purposes. And then last but not least, Tempting Turquoise. I keep wanting to say Tangerine Tango, but that's the orange I should have used. Okay, there we go. So I put the 3 on there. I'm going to stamp Let's Celebrate again from the same stamp set right over the top in black. Now, if you noticed on my original one, I had done the black strings, and when I switched to the gray strings, then I could stamp over the top and it looked cuter. So I just wanted you to know that was one of the little corrections I made. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is spritz this, and woo, I got a little crazy there. There's just a little spritzing, but I think it makes it fun for the birthday, and then I'll layer it up just like I did this one on a couple layers of cardstock, and that's it. Now, the part 2 video will have the box that coordinates with all this because I think it's pretty cute. Let's celebrate! Time to party! So check that out.